Hello, everyone. Welcome you all to the Vidyadaan platform. And I'm so excited for today's session because today we with us, Dr. DJ Pati is joining us. He's a dean and a director at India Today Media Institute, Noida. And trust me, his journey is amazing. He began his career with UNICEF, developing media strategies for public health programs and later held strategic roles at DDV Mudra Advertising. He has also been a National Fellow in Communication awarded by the Ministry of Travel Welfare, Government of India, recognized with PRSI Leadership Award and the Best Media Educator Award by the Global Media Education Council in 2022. Sir, your journey is too so much inspiring, so much inspiring. And today we embark on an exciting journey in the future of journalism in the digital age, powered by the incredible potential of artificial intelligence. And AI has transformed things so much globally, making it faster and more accurate than ever before. It empowers us to tailor news to each reader's interest, creating more connected and informed world. I find it things so easy now. Yet these innovation uh, we should uphold the core values of objectivity and truth, combating misinformation with unwavering dedication. So, by embracing these changes with integrity, sir, this platform is all yours now.
Uh, Thank you, Vansika, and very good afternoon to you all and the audience, those are getting connected. First of all, I compliment Media Entertainment Council for creating this opportunity for to impart the knowledge or sharing our expertise or the information so that the audience could be benefited about the industry insights, technological development, and what is the market perspective is all about. And I am also thankful to the CEO of MESC, Mr. Mohit Soniji, and the entire team. Those have motivated Akshay, need to mention, then my friend Rosni, and here also at ITMI, my support system team, Madam Priya and Mr. Ranu, they are making everything possible for me. I am delighted. I am complimenting all the audience on behalf of India Today Media Institute and the India Today Group. We are a institution in difference because we believe in innovation and institution running under the media entertainment industry by the India Today Group. Since 19 years, we have been educating and delivering our expertise input in different facets of mass media. And we have produced highest number of anchors in the country, and as well as top-notch media professionals, digital professionals, and visual communicator, entertainment specialist, and communication experts as well to the market. So now all of us are connected today to understand about the recent developments that the world has witnessed, and of late India is now much more depending on the artificial intelligence, and AI is not just limiting to the news domain, but if you could look at it, I'll speak in my presentation that it has gone too far beyond, whether it is branding, whether it is social media, whether it is AI-based production, AI-based content creation, AI-based technological innovation, every sphere, and also in the podcasting as well, because every sphere AI has entered in a big way. So technology is the crucial element of media growth. either in our country or the worldwide. It's a continuous phenomenon. Last 2 decades, we have seen how technology has completely changed the scenario and the media landscape, both in India as well as the worldwide. Now we'll quickly run through, and then I will be having Q&A session. My friend Bansika will be moderating that. So I request all of you just listen to the presentation. I am trying to make it for you, and I will explain. And whatever your queries, you can write on your the chat box so that Bansika could appropriately putting it across. So Rano, can we start the presentation, please? Today's topic is reconstructing journalism in the digital era on the backdrop of AI interventions. If you look at this topic, it's talking about three major aspects. One is called reconstructing journalism. That means the journalistic activities which at least our country has been witnessing last 160 years or so during British regime, when we saw the journalism, and later part enter our freedom struggle, journalism played very big role. And top freedom fighters, Bal Gangadhar Tilak to Mahatma Gandhi to Bipin Chandrapal to Raja Ram Mohan Rai and so forth. There are lot of nationalists. They all have used journalistic activity through the journalistic practices, publishing newspaper. That point of time, of late, when the electronic media revolution start, post 1985 or so, we have also seen how television news also made a huge impact on the audience. Now, last 1.5 decade, all of us are experiencing dedicated digital portals, digital sites, digital apps. Every sphere now, digital journalism is also very are having ample opportunity of the content and the content creation methods, so that the audience is having a choice, having a variety of analysis is getting. So every sphere, with a shorter span of time, we are getting lot of updated data. So the reconstructing journalism in a digital era has given us three things. One, factual correctness, number one. Number two, it also helps us infographics. We are getting everything in a graphical way, and we are getting exact kind of situation, whether it is a meteorological prediction, whether Delhi NCR will have a rain today or not, or for that matter, any kind of train collisions or railway accidents. We are getting a lot of graphical input, or any kind of development journalism per se, we are getting an exact picture. Drone-based reporting is also another advantage point. And then we also have seen that the production content quality also have improved, not just content creation, but the production capability also remarkably changed the landscape. And then the other part called the mobile journalism, citizen journalism, everything we are noticing now, every citizen is a journalist. Before, the journalist could cater, many videos and contents are sent to the newsroom or it got viral. And there are a lot of positive impact. There are negative impact as well, because the way it is being implemented, that matters. But however, now coming back to the topic, we'll straight away go. Now, next slide, please. The first part, understand about the artificial intelligence and media industry. They are now both side of a coin. Or AI is now considered to be one of the pivotal point of media growth, or a holistic growth, that all of us are looking at it. Even all of you have seen that the print media, let's say Times of India, Hindustan Times, Navbharat Times or Dainik Jagran or Amar Ujala or Hindu or Indian Express, Business Standard, Economic Times, any print media you look at, all of us also now having a digital copy so that we are able to read and look at a glance scan through from our mobile telephone. In India, we have highest number of smartphone users. 5G has made a greater impact on the entire entertainment and news industry. So AI part will now study how AI is going to help us in big way. Artificial intelligence can take a different form in the news industry. Three major subfields that are more present in the news ecosystem, and I'm not talking newsroom, I'm talking about ecosystem, machine learning, computer vision, planning, scheduling, and optimization. So these three elements are helping us in a bigger way, let's say data mining, story building, story correction, and create a good content, what exactly happening, update informations are being packaged, which is factually can be verified, so that you cannot afford to spread any misinformation rather than competent way of verifying the factual correctness. That is the primary point. Next slide, please. Machine learning is used in different parts of the news production and workflow. Commonly found two applications. Production workflow. In a television segment, all of us know that one is called content production division, then assignment or the reporting division, then the input, that is called the studio division, where anchors are normally presenting news. But one anchor producing a show, let's say 3 to 4 o'clock, so she is or he is being assisted with a huge news production team. So from voiceover to the post-production content, then graphics, then the content optimization, every sphere, there are a lot of things being done at the back end. So AI is helping, or machine learning is helping to create and produce more qualitative information and create a capability enhancement of the existing workflow. So the workflow could be better used. Suppose for an article writing, you take a half day thing. Now within an hour or half, you can able to do that. So it is minimizing your time and helping you also go through and create a proper analysis. Any other similar kind of situation being noticed anywhere in the world, it can be easily trackable, traceable, and also readable, so that we could correcting ourselves. First, involve a greater interest in boosting the public engagement. What has impacted? One, public engagement using machine learning recommendation engine, because when public get an updated and appropriate communication and information, public create an interest to engage with you. Second, involve in the news outlet using machine learning model to adjust their business strategy to the individual reader. Now, the business strategy means today's context, content is king, but the readers, viewers, surfer, or listeners, you take it radio, take it digital, take it print, take it television. Every sphere, the audience playing a very big judgmental role. So your growth could be imagined when the more people are aligning, affiliating, subscribing, or in other way around, they are at least relating to it. That is the whole part. Next slide, please. Machine learning may be used to predict subscription cancellation or build paywall that bend to the individual reader. Thus, machine learning algorithms are often used to strengthen the news outlet's business model, boost revenue streaming. So, algorithm, all of you must have using your social media, whether it's Insta or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, all of us have seen that lot of composition, good quality content creation, then the visibility, helping us in a big way. So the news outlet, business strategy always be more supportive way to move to the next level, or it got the boosting support because of the good quality content composition, good quality news packaging or information packaging. Third, understanding about the audience aspect of what exactly the audience want. We found that few of the news outlets that were studied use social bots, and most of the bots that were researched that are writing stories. There are many AI-based search engines are also helping us developing a story, creating a story, giving us election. Let's say 2024 election, you can quickly compare what was being noticed in 2019, 2014, 2000. Before that, since let's say 10 years, 20 years recorded data, you can easily get hold of so that you can create a impactful, concrete, qualitative picture before the audience mind. That is it. And dissemination could be more feasible, aligned because the technological support and good quality production system are making our interest or desire to learn is more impactable or more could be seen, because now everything is moving towards customizing to the fulfillment of the target audience. I mean, those are affiliated to X, Y, Z, whatever media you could name. Next slide, please. So, computer vision is a subfield of AI that help a practitioner deal with visual content in different ways. Thus far, most of cases deal with computer vision as a tool to the investigative reporting, including factual checking content and social network. I have already explained computer vision in AI composition is a greater tool, at least to help you to create an investigative story, or you can create a lot of fact checking instruments helping you whatever we are writing, how much it could impact, how much it will factually clear and correct. According to the perspective, computer vision seems to be limited for being one goal project approach, which hampers its replication, consequently, application on a larger scale. So we have to look at the perspective. Technology alone cannot sufficing. So we have to create a better alignment composition between the newsroom or the journalist as well as the organization which is creating a platform and the technology support system. All these three could align and create a better visibility or a visible impact for the audience or for the content consumers, because consuming content means the consumer is consuming. It's not used only for FMCG, durable, lifestyle, not that. But it's also impacting because audience is playing a very, very effective role. Now, next slide, please. Artificial intelligence based on 5 functions. First is monitoring, discovering, predicting, interpreting and interacting with physical environment, human or machine. Then computer vision element. Now go one by one. Monitoring. So the monitoring is feasible because AI could tell you, let's say I'm filing a story that our parliament has just begun and new government has taken the charge. So if you look at the past 2 days of the parliamentary proceedings, you can get hold of easily what all has been done, how the initial part was more encouraging, technology support. These days, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, TV is there, but content creation in any case plays a role. So monitoring means what other channels are showing. We are a channel, we could see the actual report. Whatever the live telecast of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha proceedings going on is also done by the digital platforms. So now there is an element of monitoring, discovering, because we started looking at a lot of new perspective alignment. Predicting, you have to think what impact my news could generate. interpreting and interacting with physical environment, human or machine. That means the composition of interfacing, interpreting, and interacting. Now, these kind of three things are embedded with physical environment, human or machines. Machines are now more lower, but then the human and physical environment plays a very big role, I could say. See, computer vision requires technological infrastructure, qualified personnel or staff to develop the codes, and significant investment only large new room can afford it. Because the technology has come new, so many times all of us have seen that it requires a lot of investment, initial level, sophistication of technology, demand original softwares, the trained manpower, then good quality anchor, and then post-production variant. So the in composition, it will help in a very big way because computer vision depend on that part. Next slide, please. This you could look at this map. It talk about marketing and sales also using AI, strategy and corporate finance using AI, supply chain management is doing AI, finance and IT is doing, HR is doing, fraud and debt analysis people are also doing, workforce productivity and efficiency, which is very, very important, but maybe numerically it may be lower, but slowly it is improving because how you can understand how much manpowers are properly used. Somebody can come at 10 o'clock and go back at 6 o'clock. Technically, he or she is fulfilling the 8-hour or 9-hour, let's say, your job requirement. But then you also need a lot of impact because the AI could tell you and give you a right kind of picture to implement at the ground level. Next slide. In today's world, which is ruled by the digitization, technology is powering the journalism because technology and digital growth helping the journalistic practices more professionally sensitized or oriented. Qualified people are being getting trained. Artificial intelligence involved jobs accounting around 8, 10 to 12% of the total functionalities in the industry. Now it is growing. All of you will glad to know that artificial intelligence involved a lot of AI-based productions, AI-based content creation, lot of things now we are noticing the machine learning or machine written articles, features, special write-ups, essays, all this thing also machine learning based, at least article writing, the journalistic experiential outcome would be translated into a proper content edition. Transcribing the audio video interviews when we are interviewing, now we don't come back and do the editing. Now these days, a lot of editing softwares are there. Our journalists are being trained to use those audio video based interviews because it actually gives a good mileage to the viewers as well as helping them to understand the perspective with more clarity because these are all interrelated part. Next slide, please. So flagging alert, AI can examine larger database and send journalists alert as soon as a trend or an anomaly emerges from the big data. Because all of us have perhaps learned about the big data science, and earlier the top IITs used to teach or few management institutions. Now almost top institutions in the country are teaching their students how flagging alert could be a possible way to understand what are the gray zones you are passing through or you are sometimes ignoring that part. So at least publisher case, readership alignment, television case, television production team or the anchoring team or the news production division to the audience, digital again also audience, and magazine again is an audience. So every sphere, the journalistic based practices are aligning, powering journalistic process, improve journalistic processes and the workflow. It can help organization to streamline their distributed processes because the journalistic process is very important. If people cannot, or let's say, at least cannot challenge the top notch expertise or experts from the technology side or AI side, but a journalist is now given a training so that they could also understand power of AI in the contextual way. Now, control biases. Bias is a global issue. News media have no escape from it. However, AI, artificial intelligence, assist in reducing the subjective interpretation. Please listen carefully. AI assists in reducing subjective interpretation of data and machine learning algorithm to consider the accuracy. All of us intend to have a accurate, concrete, clear data into it. So it is always viable, or it must be projected that the controlling the biases is a very big challenge in this, but however, it is not difficult. Perhaps AI could tell us your neutrality can be considered as a good branding impact, no matter even losing revenue, but you are building a very strong ethical value system. So AI is going to help us in very big way so that lesser subjective, more objective oriented interpretation could be done along with good quality algorithm so that you have a better impact and better reach. Next slide. Robots as news reporter, these days all of us have seen the robots are multifunctional now. Despite invading into the manufacturing, healthcare, and marketing industry, robots are now in the newsroom. China state-run Jinhua agency breakthrough by developing robot as a English anchor. Or let's say, just in our case, all of you must have seen Aaj Tak has a first time in India, we have created a digital anchor or AI-based anchor called Sana. And she is producing news and doing the anchoring role and covering a lot of events. So a lot of things we could relate. AI-based video call board because promote the movie, or let's say engaging with at least 1.3 crore population. Video call board, as it has been created by the mobile network, it was also used recently for the promotion of a film. So the video-based, news reporting or news content-based, every sphere AI has entered and created a better scope and opportunity for its target audiences. Next slide. Major trend we could see in the contemporary perspective. First, the use of machine learning model was commonly found in projects that aim to learn about readers' interest. Point number one, readers' interest boost engagement because SEO and SEM, many of you must have heard that word, so that search engine optimization, search engine management dynamics. So both sides, content recommendation engine. For example, New York Times launched a AI-powered news application with this intent. Agar the kind of platform today we are in, they could also play a very big role while your academic exercise going on. Industry also gives us a lot of updated information because all of us need to learn a lot of new things. Second, growing number of news outlets have to build a paywall that be bend to individual reader or predict subscription cancellation. Now, digital media, social media, at least in YouTube, you must have seen, subscribe, please subscribe my channel. Everywhere talking about, because more subscription gives you organic lead, helping you to grow. Sustainability is also better. So I believe in a way, Wall Street Journal is an example that newspaper deployed in machine learning model that would allow non-subscriber to the sample some story. So these days in the digital part, you know, you download a particular information, we'll ask you the protective part, or you are taking a proper permission from your digital division and you are doing that work. So every workflow also getting audited or outlined. Next, new media industries and AI. New media companies are employing emerging artificial intelligence via predictive analytics, 1, chatbots, 2, natural language processing, 3, machine learning, 4, personalized content, 5, creative use of AI allows social media virality and targeted advertising, because your revenue could come if your TG is happy after watching your program or affiliating with you. Readership, listenership, viewership, or digitally surfing, every sphere, there is a lot of relevance of creating an opportunity so that the appropriate contextual elements could be identified and subsequently can be followed. Gender and age identification, sentiment analysis, reward journalism, speech recognition, automated news brief, recommendation of engine segmented content, identifying the legitimacy of the content is important. Now, point number 1, predictive analytics help you to understand how and what outcome you could generate. Language processing and chatbots help you also to target your better quality, effectiveness, and impact. Personalization, aligning to the context, creating a better impact, that also possible. AI use the social media alignment, all of us could see in our day-to-day life. Gender and age identification, sentiment analysis, speech recognition. These are a lot of new methodological part which helps us to understand that in our prime time news to non-prime time, or a newspaper editorial to the article, or a magazine cover story to a radio or a podcasting, or let's say digital platforms effectiveness, these are most important points of artificial intelligence when we all started talking about reconstructing journalistic activity. It was there. We are talking about a change, how technology embedded artificial intelligence helping us. It is also human creation. But then our brain and our mind, body, soul, everything you put in a 8-hour direction, you are going to only benefiting with some information because time consumption is there. But if you put AI into it, your job can be done with a lesser time, good quality, verifiable content, and then it could just throw away the kind of negative content or the content those are not applicable that particular channel or a particular program, because that's how we call different treatments we have been doing. Next, AI use renowned media house worldwide. Bloomberg News, Forbes, Washington Post are very nice example because they are all multinational, great performing news establishments, newspaper or magazine giants, or let's say television area. So many of you must have seen Bloomberg News. It's a top rated business channel helping us to know what is the market trends, market scenario, market growth, market perspective. Next slide. Uh, Agency France Presse, AFP News Agency, International News Agency, also using AI to dictate doctored photos. Many times, major crisis media house facing a problem called creating a visual, because only story could not be making much impact. Then Jinhua, Chinese State Control Agency, all of us know that China is a restrictive society. Their culture, politics, administration, different ball game. But AI is helping them as well, that they could create a good repository of good anchors, award-winning journalist, loyal employee. Everybody wants it. So at least in the news domain, it is going to play very big role. Google, So Google is now has entered many of the aspect or elements, because Google is not just taking out the data, but rather than we try to connect through the Google platform and understand or learn, and then equally enjoying whatever content that we are going to see. Toxic or not appreciable contents and posts are also now avoided, because there's a government instruction. The digital body, self-regulatory body, recommend to the government to take action, because community cannot be afford to take a negative knowledge. It is very important. Knowledge can be achieved, but then the content mapping should be done. Because social media content, many people say, अरे social media पता नहीं क्या बोला होगा, कुछ पर्टिकुलर माइंड सेट देख के बोल रहा है, लेकिन आपने कभी न्यूज़पेपर, मैगजीन, टेलीविजन चैनल में नहीं बोले होंगे, बिकॉज दे आर द पीपल, they are actually keen to understand what is ethically correct and the updated information which is factually correct. We all of us have been now these days thinking and talking about media literacy, digital literacy, aligning people, giving them a lot of knowledge input. So it's fine. But then AI can help you whether the content will create a better impact or a medium impact, or will have a negative impact as well. Times, London-based newspaper, has started using the technological platform AI-based to build graphics on coronavirus coverage, because corona time all of us are very scared in our country as well, globally. It was a great global pandemic, because no other pandemic has hit us so big way, because many countries have get into trouble. But then same AI could be used for journalistic practices. You get three advantages. First, good content. Second, good content packaging, visibility. Third, the nice presentation. BBC also released a project called Salco, semi-automated local content using AI, and come up with a lot of creative stories so that audience could align into. Next slide. Media could be benefited from artificial intelligence. Media will continue to incorporate artificial intelligence to every facets of industry in the coming years. According to the McKinsey Analytics, within the media sector, AI expected to add most value to the marketing and sales side of media industry, adding a projected 300 billion in value to that area alone. Many of these areas within the media industries that are projected to gain the most value-based AI interface. Now, McKinsey is a global body, is studying about that if AI come, there are sometimes misconceptions. Job will go, lesser people will be required. It's not that way. At least in a competitive market, media market, now as an audience, we have a right to know the truth. Some platforms, social media, they also gives a lot of content, but then those content are not reliable. AI help you to do that. Second, different treatment. Suppose I have to create a storyline about health related or wellness as an area, or talking about marketing perspective, sales perspective, distribution mechanism. This could help us bigger way other than the content or journalistic thing. So many here of the areas within the media industry that are projected to gain value proposition through the artificial intelligence segments. Next slide. Appreciation of AI in entertainment sector could be seen 9 points. First, personalization of content. Now you segment it, then you go micro, then you create more personalization content because then you can aligning to a particular TG. A TG could be interested more. Some content I consume, you cannot consume similar kind of, you may or you may not. But then a personalized content is packaged and a story could be built up. It actually helps in a big way to the viewer, reader, listener, or those are surfing even digital domain, influencing music and video streaming. This is another greater development. Lot of music and video-based industries are started using it. Top names in the country. Content optimization and demography. Looking at the demography, population, habitation, geographical location, taking all sort of things, not just societal part or elements. AI is helping us content optimizing, understanding the demography of particular area. Now, taken case of our country, multi-ethnic, multicultural, multilingual, and different faiths of people are there. So demography-wise content could be packaged, could be aligning to, so that people are more interested on that particular personalized areas. If I am a student, I would love to see the content which gives me a learning outcome. If I am into an industry, I will also look forward that how I can do better than my competitor. User synergy and digital content creation. Synergy between the reader, listener, viewers, or the surfing part, so that all element, common part is a consumer. You are consuming products for our sustainability. We are consuming the content for making ourselves more informed. Consumer preferences and specifications. I'll give you only one example you can relate. In a market or a multi-brand retail, suppose you are going X product, let's say personal care, beauty product, cosmetics, you immediately know that how much sales growth of my product is there in particular city. Earlier, you create a study that could give us a broader picture from a macro to the micro level. Micro level means चाहे that facial cream, face wash, shampoo, deodorants, or different type of other particular cosmetics. So those things, what is the sales flow? If it is minus side, can AI can help to boost my business, or it is already doing performing better than how I can beat my competitor, because competition is not your creation, my creation. So AI at least strongly helping you understanding the consumer preferences and specification. Agar preferences hai, so then what kind of specification could be aligning to? Quality of sound production, good production quality, subtitling, even though the content cannot be understood many times, whether it is orally or packaged as a voice or in a written through format, that quality sound production helps us very neatly and nicely. Then subtitling part also helps us to understand the Western content, Western content. Or in Indian case, all of us know that many South Indian movie getting dubbed, like your Bahubali and all that. So from Telugu to translate into Hindi, or from Hindi to Tamil, or let's say from Malayalam to or Bengali to the Hindi part. So there's a called cross diversification, and through subtitling we can use, we can consume, and we can able to understand what exactly talking about. So it is more possible because of AI intervention is there. Virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, these are two important aspects of the social media, or you can say AI-based interface growth in the media industry. Any big in a very big way. Metadata tagging these days, all of us are seeing how day to day, if you are navigating some data, some information, then you do a benchmarking analysis, then you can get hold of a lot of old data which has been stored in a digital repository, so that that kind of system can help you, can let's say motivating you to create more localized content part. So all these things could be understand. Conclusion: artificial intelligence has a larger impact on media industry, but have some limitation, because we cannot talk everything is in a all are good, but then some, because it is just initiating process, and maybe after some years or some time it will take, but then it could also look at every pros and cons. Human intervention and personal touch, modifying and customization, even today it is required. AI can help you, but AI cannot tell you what kind of treatment you exactly want. Sometimes personal touch also required. Indian scenario will be different from Western country, because due to the population strength and opportunity, Indian content consumption habits are more. Our population is now a greater strength. That is how not only AI, but every sphere, just not in the media entertainment sector, but also all sector you see, they are coming up with new product, new kind of packaging, new kind of inputs, because we Indians are always intent to change something, know something more, dive to the deeper and understand. So AI can help us in bigger way. In a multicultural diversity, impact of AI could be limited due to technological and infra gap. That true, because all of us know that India is a country from east to west to south to the north part. But then slowly AI could do a lot of micromanagement part. And coming days, we'll be having a lot of virtual studios, and digital portals are doing very well. And hybrid composition could be a reality, my last point, because initial in the current or the contemporary situation, hybrid composition could help us to use AI for a better purposes, and creating a good alignment between the content and the technological innovation, and understand the need or the aspirational part of our target audience, and we could give them appropriate or factually correct information, and then we could build a sense of trust, belongingness better. So maybe this is a trained manpower, then technology, both can create a wonderful result. Thank you so much. And I conclude my part. I'll be taking few questions, and my friend Bansika will help you all. But then I compliment again to Media Entertainment Skill Council, and then the entire team. And all of you are the wonderful listeners and audience, because this afternoon I'm quite delighted and privileged connecting all of you and diving towards the technological innovation and the current scenario of the media industry. Thank you so much, and best
Thank you so
wishes.
much, sir. Thank you so much for the excellent presentation on intersection of AI and media industry. So there are some questions from the students. So one student is asking, what are the challenges of implementing AI in journalism, particularly in terms of technology, adoption, and public trust?
Uh, Thank you. That's a good question. I would answer this way in three parts. Point number one, every media institution, whether it is print or television or digital, there is no choice, but you have to adopt the technology, because technology for good, because create a sophistication part. To give a quick example, earlier we used to watch normal channel. Now these days we are watching HD format, high definition. Technology, AI could help us a better production quality. If all of you must have seen the current election, all the backgrounds, all our anchors are giving you news analysis. All creative backgrounds are created through AI. So the current new parliament to many historical part, many time creating a building a sets, it was a lot of investment and taking a lot of time. Now AI could help us with a span of, so it is helping you. Point number two, the time, energy, diving towards data verification. Data journalism is now growing up, and we are getting correct information, verifying it at many layer and many sources. So customization of content is done. Point number three. Point number four, in current scenario, media industry going to witness lot of changes in coming days, because AI could help us not only just content creation, but production for the better visibility, better impact, better association between the target audience and the content producers. In multi-tier kind of impact could be seen. Next.
Okay, so thank you for answering it. Hope it was helpful for Ansh Srivastava. The next student is asking that I would like to know more about how AI can improve the accuracy and efficiency of data journalism.
Okay. Again, very nice. I can directly tell you that our group is setting up a DIU, Data Intelligence Unit, and AI intervention. We are verifying the factual correctness. One. Two, there is a greater repository where getting an access with a short span. If I have to manually work, I can read or 10, 12 elements. But through technology, I can navigate worldwide what is all happening. Let's say recent train accident, there's a signal part and something was debated, discussed, but then I can take out a data that what are exactly the technological problem could be and how it could be solved, how we could minimize the kind of the loss of life and then the kind of fatal incidents and all that. So you get a complete analysis, that part. Then we match it our country, our specific, what kind of things we are doing. So data journalism, today's scenario, is an inevitable journalistic practices. Not only our case, but almost all the news channels, I can assure you, everybody is using factual correctness through a data verification team, research division, data intelligence unit, verifying the data, so that you could at least get rid of lot of misinformation, so that our viewers, our audience must get an appropriate analysis and a factual data. So data journalism is the hot topic now these days. And we are teaching, we are offering a course in our broadcast journalism, teaching a complete module on data journalism. And worldwide, it has a lot of impact. Next.
Thank you, sir. So, there's one more question. That is, can AI assist in making journalism more inclusive and accessible?
Yeah, again, all the three questions, I compliment each one of you. It looks like all of you are doing your greater homework, and I was not expecting this kind of question. Very good. First of all, compliments. Complimenting Media Entertainment Council, perhaps you created a right forum. Point number third, entire composition of AI is inclusive journalism. I must honest, because what our predecessors, or let's say decorated and distinguished journalists have created, two things were correct. One is called what content you are writing based on some fact. Second, you relate with people. When you are relating with people, AI can help you navigate the data, but how I'll put across the data, this is up to me. A good chef can prepare a food, but you go to a nice fine dine restaurant and the kind way they are presenting you the food, you appreciate. Your hunger could go 10 times more because you like the complete holistic ecosystem, the presentation, not just the cooking style of the food alone, hygienic, delivery, plating, lot of element, you will agree with me. Similarly, journalism currently can sustain only when they develop a sense of inclusivity. It's must. We are not supposed to terrorize. We are not supposed to create a news item so that people will get listening and then getting so devastated. No, sometimes the news can be sad, but then can be also produced and communicated in a way to how we could face it, solve it. Earlier, I'll give you one example. The third person is very good, very intelligent. AI, last 4-5 years at least, you could relate and understand meteorological prediction. All our coastal belt, tornado kills lot of human life. Last at least a decade, I could say, but if not at least 6-7 years, I know that our IMD department is saving every life before the landfall of any kind of low pressure or tornado or any kind of natural calamity. So all informations are communicated to the state administration. Every person's life, our livestock safety, everything is now possible. Earlier, lot of people used to die because there was lack of communication. It's a greater impact. Now monsoon is coming, where it reach, how much impact it could create. Now we are knowing everything. And if that could be produced in a news format, Delhi area or North India, we have suffered a lot on the deep summer. Now we want the rain to come. Today the scenario is like that. And I'm told another 10-12 days, by mid of July, monsoon will enter Delhi. So all these things we are calculatively moving, exact date, time, everything. So when you deliver a news with correctness, you create a more inclusivity, well informing them, educating them, empowering them. News must empower, motivating you. It cannot demotivate you. So that's a called bad news, good news. It's a way of treatment. Is a treatment. Thank you.
Thank you so much for answering all the questions so nicely. And I would like to request our viewers to keep asking such amazing questions. Till then, let's shift to the Q&A session, sir. So I'm quickly gonna come to our first question in investigative reporting.
Hmm. Investigative reporting, I would say that when you do your analysis through the appropriate data, let's say take an example, recent the NEET case. Now, because of the data quality and the verification mode, our investigative agencies are getting a lot of input. Media started reporting. Many times media creates an alert. Our community is more sensitized. Community is more engaged. And then it's a good thing. Investigative reporting, prima facie, that AI helping us understanding about the situation in the complete ecosystem. And thus, it could create an opportunity for all of us to go deeper, study more, Sometime the sting operation, all of you have seen our, because I am from that group, I could cite more the Aaj Tak experience. We have done a lot of sting operation and investigative stories because with a lot of factual correctness, you can't, no, you can't, you know, you cannot ignore the power and rule of the role of artificial intelligence because it gives you source credibility. One, two, created a better content composition. Third, the layers of interview, understanding. Fourth is the verification of the actual situation. Five, outcome. If that could go live or through channel, what kind of reaction it could create? And fifth, aligning the people, those are affected by it, if they are taken into consideration, then you are creating, delivering a good news. If the need crisis, the children, those are so meritorious children are facing the problem, if we are understanding the problem and try to build a pressure on the government to investigate, to inquire, because children future is very important for all of us. So if you are talking something with a correctness of the factual part, then everything is possible. You can't speak anything on air because a small wrong information can destroy. So AI's role in investigative journalism is very, very important. Earlier, many times it is a lot of life risk situation there, but nowadays we are going more in a inclusive. We are taking people into confidence. Now, all of you have seen last week, many NEET aspirants, they come to our studio and entire team, not just one, 10, 12 people, they are narrating their complete the hard work, the experiential part. So when you create a running a story on investigative way and then you take the children into confidence, then you are creating a positive story. So like everything, even every matter, now water crisis, all of us are not even understanding the climate change impact. All the glaciers are now going thicker by thicker day by day. Now, water, I'll tell you, I'm just as a teacher, I'm telling you, but I mean, don't take it, interpret otherwise. AI only tells us the current condition of Antarctica, which all of us, Siberia, what we have studied our children, student days. Oh, Antarctica is full of snow. Now there is no snow, so the snow is melting, and now even people are feeling heat. And now you take Indian example, our at least in Delhi NCR, we used to flee from Delhi because of the heat, and then we go to hill town. Now you tell me this season, I'm told even Kulu Manali also, the temperature was not that much, which is not soothing. It's quite high. And Delhi's night temperature is rising. 50-degree temperature in our country is unthinkable. So AI helps us understanding, not only just investigating to a story, but also helping us even predicting what could happening in coming days. Thank you. Thank you, Vansika. Next part. Next
Thank you
question.
so much, sir. I think AI is getting capable day by day, and thanks for making us know that how climate change is getting worse because I can see that in India. I was just in one of the news, and you know, 2 3 days back, I was reading one article where I was seeing that under 4 degrees Celsius, the west coastal and southern part of India is just getting warmed, and it was just all AI generated news, which I was quite impressive because you know I
No,
can
no,
see.
not only that, another point, Bansika, to you and my dear audience, those are present here in the live streaming.
Right, sir.
I'll today I'm giving another shocking news to our country. It has been
Right, sir.
noticing in other parts of the world. The sea level, The tidal wave, because I come from a coastal area, then I can tell you, sea level is rising every year. And I'll tell you what we have heard in our epics, that Dwarka was a greater city. Lord Krishna's time got into water, submerged into the sea. I'll tell you there are 10 to 12 cities on the seashore in the coastal part of India are also going to face similar kind of situation, because the rising growth of tidal wave and sea level is rising. It's a great threat point. So AI is a great blessing, to be very honest. Many people talk, it will take away jobs. Yeah, India, we have already employment problem, then it will have another problem. It's not like that. Be always pragmatic, positive, and you understand the positive facets. Our country, despite all odd, we always proud of our country, our motherland. India is a great country. It can accommodate everything: technology, people, brain, and our minds are now guiding worldwide. So technology is not a curse; it is always a blessing. We have to use it properly. We are the country. Third point, AI only told us that 2030, India going to be the #1 country with youth population. Earlier, we are not aware, but since 2011, 2021, no census has been conducted so far by our great government. But then AI only telling us that India, among all other world bodies, country, are going to #1 with, and China going to the oldest country, Japan. They are going to face the larger hit because their population, older population will be higher. Now you look at the current example, Netherlands is advertising that I want young manpower, skill-based, non-skill-based, semi-skill-based, all manpower, because there is a scarcity of the people. So our population is a bigger strength. We are a great country. So AI helping us in many ways. Why only talk about the, some people are talking something negative, or I do not know, I don't want to comment, but I'll say everything has a pros and cons. We understand that. But
Right, so
then,
I think to master a new technology, a
yeah,
person need to play with it wisely.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I would request to all the Vidyadaan viewers that to keep clicking pictures and send us out and just tell us what all you are learning and keep asking us questions. So next, sir, I would like to ask one question that as a student, can uh, can a person pursue a career in AI? What are your views on it?
I'll tell you, AI based uh, uh, courses, there are some short-term program, training programs that are being offered by many uh, organization or institution, but I suggest them in a, they have to enroll in a proper course. Those are offering a diploma or a degree level, then you could learn the important aspect. It is not technology alone, but you have to understand technology, content, creative, how it is being merged. So I take an example. We have designed a course on visual communication infographics, or digital communication and media, or broadcast journalism. Everywhere we are embedded artificial intelligence. Even media entertainment business per se, how AI is interfacing, that also kind of things we have been doing. So uh, 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 objectively, I must tell you that there are courses directly not available, but there are some short-term certificates, short durations are there. But I can request the student that they must find out any course which is providing them technology, content, creative mix, they must opt for that. Then they could get a better perspective into it. Or if they want, they can go through our site also. They could understand a lot of subjects. We are teaching 14 elements of AI based interventions in many of the specialized areas. And I'm sure there are many institutions. People are talking about some institute talking about digital marketing and AI, somebody talking about content and AI, somebody talking about creative and AI. NID Ahmedabad is doing AI-based production. So we are talking about content, creative, and production technology, all three, data journalism. A lot of things are there. So thank God, but there are many institutions are coming forward, and I'm delighted that they could find out a lot of things. And in our case also, all our 6 postgraduate program, we have introduced AI as a subject, AI intervention into many subject. Like quick example, event. All of us have seen event offline. I mean, we go and watch it. Now, these days, digital events are done. AI is in helping them to creating a set design, creating a creative alignment. So AI is in a event areas are being used in many ways. So similarly, you could see a lot of opportunities are there, a lot of courses available, short term and long term both.
Thank you so much, sir. Hope it helps all the students as well now. So there's one question coming out from a viewer. So one of our viewer is asking that how can we avoid deep fake as it is a negative side of AI?
No, I will tell you, fake news, digital misinformation, it has been talked about largely in many platforms. Google has taken a new initiative. We have taken an initiative. We have created a data intelligence unit and fact check team. So there is a 30-member team, and Google has a feeding center supplementing correct factually based information to many news channel or news organization. AI never give you any fake. Actually, after digging out information, now let's say you and me are talking and discussing, because you think I'm an expert, I'll take something, my interpretation to you. So what you will do? Okay, sir is telling. So a children can believe, okay, sir is telling, of course he's right. So in India, our major problem is that we know truth, but we don't speak truth. We sometimes understand many things. Sometimes we talk half truth and half because we want sensationalizing, creating a kind of greater sensation so that more TRP will come, more viewers will come. Social media is good. I'll not blame them, but social media is bad in a way because we people have used it wrong. You trust me. You and me had started a friendship. So God has not said us you do everything wrong and try to do something nuisance value and AI related some technology helping us create a new picture and doing something. These are wrong because our ethical mindset is much more required. Our power of wisdom, which our Shastras, Gita, Bhagavad Gita says, it is the wisdom is knowledge. Knowledge is not degree. So AI can give you information, how to consume, how much you consume. I have to decide, you have to decide, all of us have to decide. So by reading a particular text, you can understand whether it is a fake or a correct. So we have to develop that kind of knowledge and ecosystem. AI never promote anything fake. I'm sorry. I strongly say AI is a blessings. AI gives us data. We have to verify it. We have to match it. We have to use our value system and wisdom, and then we could compose it. I don't like paneer, so that doesn't mean everybody who is having paneer is all wrong. No, it's a paneer is a very delicious food, but I don't like. But if you give me palak paneer, I like. So that doesn't mean because it suits me. Some people say no, I don't like palak paneer. So that doesn't mean I'll say no, he or she doesn't know nothing in life. It's a perspective. It is how you deliver it, how you packaged it, how you verify it. So AI can help you navigate. AI, number two, help you to data cross verification. AI help you to do customization, but human touch still it is required when it were transmitting to the audience. I know my
I think,
audience.
right, so I think that's why it is said that innovation is the outcome of a habit and not a random act. And I
Yeah,
think,
very true. Very thanks to you.
yes,
You are actually spoke it. Very nice.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
So I would like all the viewers to be interactive the way they are. So, sir, let's go to our last question.
Yeah, yeah,
So, sir,
please.
what new skills should journalists adopt to stay relevant in an AI-driven newsroom?
Uh, uh, just come again. Sorry, Bansika, I'm not able to hear you properly. Please.
Sorry, sir. So, sir, I was asking that what new skills should journalists adopt to stay relevant in an AI-driven newsrooms?
Okay. Point number one, they have to read a lot. Number two, they must use AI to understand a perspective. If I have to write a story on current the one-day match going on international cricket, then I have to gather a lot of information. I cannot just write a story because I am a fan of India. We are all Indian. We proud of Indian team. That is not the journalistic practice. I have to create a complete composition and perspective. Third part is you have to verify every layer of information. You have to be updated. You have to develop a synergy to absorb. We do not absorb. You ask me, sir, okay, this thing I want. Okay, don't worry, I'll give you. So quick solution will not work. AI is teaching us go to the deeper, do the data mining proper, understand it, consume it, the work on it, then you consume it. It is not a ready to eat 2 minutes Maggi noodle theory is not like that. AI gives us lot of input that stay connected, study, alert, understand, then you consume it. That's all.
I think, sir, as much our discussion happened, I have learned a lot from you. And one thing that I want to conclude here through my learning is that the way you have taught us that how AI is not a replacement for humans, but it's all about amplifying human potential
Yes,
was
yes.
quite commendable. So thanks for making us know about it in details. And I would like to thank our viewers to be so cooperative and so talented, asking such amazing questions to us. And sir, you were amazing with all the answers, with all everything. We learned a lot from you, sir. And MESC is grateful for you accepting us to be part of Vidyadaan.
No, thank you so much, and
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm delighted. My hats off to you. Best regards to all your team member, and special thanks to you, Bansika. You are a
Thank
wonderful
you so much,
host.
sir.
And my thanks to all the viewers, all the people connected. Best wishes. God bless each one of you. Stay connected. We are there to help each one of you as a teacher, as a preacher, or as a just a student like you. Even today, by my concluding remark, one liner, AI's power tells us you are a student right now. After working through more than 2 decades, I am a 12 standards student because I don't know nothing in life because it is the AI. Then secondly, AI bridges the gap because there is no age. It is your age, EDGE. It is not AGE. So if a student, school goers is already aligning to a greater knowledge source, I must be humble and accept it. So there is no gray hair theory, although I don't have gray hair, but then I'm talking about that those cannot work. AI given a clandestine manner, one sentence, be careful, you are still unlearning stage. Be a learner, not a preacher, not a giver. So I'm hesitant to call as a teacher because we all are learner now. That is
Right,
AI
sir.
power. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I
Thank
think,
you. Thank you.
thank you, sir.